Hello everyone. I am doing this tutorial over again for one little reason, for one simple reason. One little reason, but even though it's little, it's actually big. It's a big reason. I got the guy's name wrong. The person who helped me. For some reason I was using, because I didn't know what their name was. It wasn't in English. It was in another another font altogether. It was another alphabet. I just knew it was Asian. I used a translator. Translator got it wrong. Translator told me that it was Chinese. No, they're Japanese. And I felt like such a fool. And I am so sorry to this person. And let's go to the desktop real quick. I am such a fool. I am such a fool. So I removed the video. This is their name. Their name is Hana Akihide? Akihide? Yeah. I do believe I've got that right. I don't know. This is their name. And for some reason, I wasn't using this translator. I was using another one, and it said it was Chinese. I was like, no, that's Japanese. So I am very, very sorry to the person. This is the person who's been helping me figure this all out. So I really, really apologize for the last video. I deleted it. We're starting over, folks. I feel like I can do a better job anyways. Like, that was not a very good job. So let's go ahead and start up Pixel Game Maker. I'm going to go through this over again. I'm going to explain it hopefully better. Hopefully you can understand it better. I was very tired the other day whenever I did the other video anyways. It came out pretty terrible. Let's jump into this again, shall we? So, the first thing you want to do is go into your resources, go into your variables. These are the common variables that you're going to use. You're going to want to put in minute, a variable for minutes, a variable for seconds, and a variable for countdown. All right, that's what you're going to need for this. You're going to want to go into your are you going to want to make for your animations just a something to attach the text to when you tell the text to pop up. So I use this little thing here that I call a HUD node. It has 3 connection points. It has one for minutes, one for the symbol that goes between the minutes and the seconds, and then of course the seconds. The image that I made for it, the image I used for placement on the scene for the menu scene is really just a very simple 8x8 square. That's it. My game is using like NES slash Super NES resolution and tiles and whatnot, so I only need it to be about 8x8. So, and then I make it invisible. You don't have to follow this exactly the way I'm doing it, but this is how I did it. And it just helps me to move everything around a little easier, a little more easily. Okay. So after that, you then go to your objects as soon as it loads, because that's how this thing works. Okay, and then you're gonna make an object called, I called it a timer. Within the object, you're gonna want to make an action called countdown timer. And from here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the countdown variable and attach it to the timer. You start, have it count down. Now, this is where it gets a little funny. You're going to want to calculate the minutes into seconds. So, say you want 4 minutes, which I think is what it's set to now. You would go 60 is a minute. All right, so you would go 60, and then you would go times 4. That's 4 minutes. That's 240 seconds. You input it there. Okay? It's not going to show 2 minutes and 40 seconds or 240 seconds. It's going to show 4 minutes. So you have that set up. You have it set to countdown. You're going to want to set up each of the text spots right here to set up the font, to set up the variable. So this is the minute. So for the minutes, you put a 1 here. Check all these. Set up. You can kind of adjust the placement by way of this stuff. You don't have to. You could actually probably get away with using just one connection point and then just moving it around with these and whatnot with what's in here. I just found it a lot easier just to move it around using the connection points. Okay, so this one's for minutes, of course, and then this one's just simply for the symbol. That's it. That's all it's for, is the symbol. And then of course you tell that, how to show and everything. And then of course the seconds. All very easily. You're telling it all where it's going to be and how it's going to show. Okay. For each variable, by the way. So minutes, and then the symbol, and then the seconds. And the seconds are going to have a 2-digit thing. I mean, your minutes can have a 2-digit thing too if any of your levels are going to be more than more than 9 minutes long. If it's going to be more than 9 minutes long, you can use 2 digits on the minutes. But it's only really needed for the seconds. Of course, I've got it set to add zeros. Got rid of all that. Okay, or clicked all that. I don't even know if you need this one right here. I'm not sure, but yeah. Okay, so you're telling the text to show, but that's not the calculations. But the reason that you want to show the text right here at the beginning and you only want to do it once, because when it goes into the loop, if you have this right here set as part of the loop, it literally shows a new image over and over and over and over and over and over again. It will literally stack the image for the text of what you're making over and over and over again. It will constantly do it over and over and over again, and what it'll end up doing is making your game just slow to a crawl. You don't want to do that. That's why you have to have it in its own action right here. Now, I tried to explain this last time, and I was all over the place. You can actually make more than one countdown timer. One for 4 minutes, one for 3, one for 2, so on and so forth. Okay? And then you can have a switch that tells each one to go to this. But actually, what I would do is I wouldn't even do that. I would have another action before countdown timer and have different countdown timers and have a switch that goes from an action that does nothing but has switches that check. If this switch, or a variable, like, so if you have 3 different timers, you can use a variable to check which timer that you're going to have. You can set that variable up at the beginning of whatever stage you're on to signify, oh, this is going to be the time that you're going to have in the level. You can have it go to each countdown timer. You can have a countdown for, like this one's 4, then maybe one that's 3, maybe one that's 2 or 6 or whatever, okay? That way you can have more than one used for different levels, okay? I don't really need that right now, but I thought I would explain that. So now let's move on to the other part of this. After you have the countdown action that sets up the timer function and says to show the text for those variables, the minutes and the seconds and the symbol, you then want to calculate it, and you do it with this check variables, okay? So you want to make a minutes. The minutes variable is equal to the countdown, okay? And then you want to I guess that's divide. Yeah, you divide. I guess that's divide. I don't really. I'm not good at math. I suck at math. I'm much more just into doing art, clearly. But anyhow, so yeah, you want it to be, I guess this is divided by 60. That's the minutes variable, okay? And then you want to make seconds variable equals countdown. It's the same for like with the minutes. But then you want to make another one after that that's a percentage of 60. Percentage equals 60. And those are the 4 that you want to have in this action right here. So then you're going to make a one of these links, and the link is going to just change unconditionally. And you're going to make another, nothing, you don't do anything with this. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Make sure each of these actions are set to 100% gravity, not affected by gravity. Otherwise, it'll just fall off your HUD. You don't want that. You don't want that. So then you bring it to this, and then you loop it back automatically to this. So each time it'll keep checking to see how it's changed, and this initial showing of the text for the variables they'll change in real time as you play the game. So now I can show you how it is in action. I'm going to turn down the volume because that is too loud. So let's do this again. And it should look like something if it would just start. Why aren't you starting? What did I click? I guess I didn't click it. I thought I clicked it. And there you go. And hopefully you can see this up in the corner here. So there's the timer just counting down. And we'll let it sit here for a moment just to show you that it's working properly. We'll let it count down to, count a minute down, so when this changes to 2, then I'll go ahead and close it. In the meantime, I got this guy going on. He's got a double jump. I gave him a double jump. He can throw axes. He can throw bombs. He can throw ninja stars. Ninja. And I decided to make this game. Oh, timer's almost up. Timer's almost up. And boom, see, it works. Eventually these will all hit 0, and then you can have an action that says to check the timer and see if the timer reached 0. And then if the timer equals the countdown variable, if the countdown variable equals 0, then you can have an execution of an action that kills your character off. And then, deducts a life and does all that other good stuff. So I hope that helps. And I hope this tutorial helps. And again, I want to apologize profusely to this person. They helped me on Steam. I don't know why I even for a second thought that they were... I'm such a buffoon. And I want to apologize to them directly. And look, on the bright side, it forced me to make a better video. So there's that. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. I hate getting things like that wrong. Oh, when you reach 40, it gets harder. You're on 41, but when you get into your 40s, everything gets harder. I hope that's helpful, and I will see you again in the next video. If you need, again, if you need any more information than that, if you have any questions, put them in the comments section, and I'll get back. All right, I'm done. I'm out. Bye.